When it comes to perfect matches, there are some things which just trip off our tongues. Ice cream and jelly, fish and chips, Laurel and Hardy, sun, sea and sand. It's when two worlds come together and the best of those worlds enhance each other, complement each other, maybe even bring out the best in each other. Well, Fáilte Isteach is an example of such an occurrence. Because at Fáilte Isteach, one part of the community who had an abundance of time, a wealth of knowledge and a gift of friendship came together with another part of the community who were new to our shores, wanted to integrate but couldn't communicate, and together they've brought out the best in each other. So let's go inside, talk to Mary and see where did it all begin. Fáilte Isteach.
How are you all this evening? Good. Great to see so many.
Yeah, it was actually just an observation in my local supermarket. I saw a young mother and she was struggling with her shopping, and I realised that she wasn't Irish and that she was having real problem in trying to read the package. I began to wonder how we could help people like, that young mother. And there were there are others out there, and what we can do to help them. So I came back to the Third Age Centre and sat down with our members and we discussed it. The Third Age Centre provides facilities, opportunities and services for older people. So we have a large membership and sat down with the older people and we discussed it and we decided, let's invite those people in. Let's see if we can teach them conversational English. And by doing that, we're also going to help those people to integrate into our community, and hopefully that they will feel included in our community. Because I'm sure that, if you're unable to speak the language, you feel very isolated. And we know what that can do. So that's how it all started. And our members were very, very receptive to the whole idea. And we opened our doors on our very first night and we had 7 people turned up, new migrants, and now we've developed and expanded.
We launched on the 30th of September in the Mansion House in 2008. And we had our second centre after Summerhill established in Dunshaughlin in January 2009. And since then, by the end of December, we had 16 centres up and running in the country. So within a short time, within a year, we were teaching over 400 students a week, involving nearly 200 volunteers in 9 different counties all around Ireland. Personally, one of the most heartening things I found is the amount of people in a period of a downturn for the country, the amount of people who've just contacted us and said they'd love to get involved, they're not sure how, where's the nearest centre. We've had a constant supply of volunteers and people who want to get involved and want to help their neighbours learn English. From the initial contact to setting the classes, you're talking 8 to 10 weeks. By the time you've got volunteers ready, good to go, and then get them trained and tutored, and then ready to go with the students, it's about 8 to 10 weeks.
We have a set of lesson plans that we've created, but all of our lesson plans are very, very student-centred. We have, in consultation with our students, we constantly update them, and we've created them based on topics, everyday topics that students are going to need in their everyday lives. Things like, we see here doing the housework, some really, really simple phrases, sweeping the floor, washing the dishes, or say even, buildings, different shops they're going to encounter. Everything is really focused on the day-to-day activities that students do and the kind of vocabulary that they're going to need in their everyday lives. Okay. The lesson plans are there to help the tutors, to help the students. When they come in on a given week, they can pick and choose, they can do a little bit of grammar, do a little bit of vocab. And to be honest, as you said yourself, the classes are all about conversation. If a tutor comes in and they might start with the first picture here, looking at a clothes shop, if they continue for the rest of the lesson, having a chat about clothes, having a chat about the students' interests, that's absolutely great. Above all, if the student is talking, the tutor has succeeded.
What we always say is, if it works in a small village in County Meath, like Summerhill is, it can work anywhere in Ireland. And our vision or our dream for Fáilte Isteach is that every community in Ireland can benefit from having Fáilte Isteach.
On our website, we have information for new tutors and new students who might be interested in joining Fáilte Isteach. So we have frequently asked questions, the kind of skills that they might need, what they need to bring along on the first night. We have some materials there for our current tutors, for our students. We have all of the lesson plans available. We have some tips for learning. We have a Google map that shows where all of our 16 centres are. So you can go into the Google map, you can access exactly where the classes take place, what time they're on at, contact details for the coordinator, all of that. So you can even kind of follow Google Map to, get to the exact location of the classes.
So what has drawn such a variety of people to sign up as volunteer tutors for these free English classes? And what do they get from it?
It's as simple as that. I enjoy it. It's a bit of a challenge, if you like, but I enjoy it, full stop.
Satisfaction and feeling that years of training have not gone wasted. And also, I'm trying to learn a language myself at the moment, and I know how difficult it is if you're in a situation where you don't understand anything.
What I get out of it would be it really helped me with my self-esteem, especially after losing my job or whenever I had, there was a couple of weeks where I didn't know what I was going to do. So all of a sudden this kind of came into my life, and it was a great in that I could, give something back to the community. It was great for myself as well, so.
Oh, you get great fun out of it, first of all. I think this is all voluntary, and if you're not enjoying voluntary work, you shouldn't be doing it.
I love it. I actually look forward to it, and I don't know where Anna has vanished, but Anna's my girl, the Polish girl, and she's absolutely lovely, and we have great chats about Poland and Ireland and our parents, and we talk about everything and anything, plus the few lessons, and find it most enjoyable.
I'd say it's a very fulfilling job. I don't know whether I should refer to it as a job, but it's the sort of thing that once the first 2 or 3 times you feel it are the lost kind of thing, but after that you kind of just fall into it. And the main trouble is I can't remember the foreign names.
It was the first bit of, sanity I had after my husband died. It was the first thing I did that I got any enjoyment or commitment. I felt committed to it, and it was fantastic.
It helps my knowledge of English as well, and the joy of being able to contribute to the community. So, and mixing with people from different cultural backgrounds. So I enjoy that as well, and being able to help people to converse more in their daily activities every day. So it gives me joy.
Well, you meet people from all over the world, literally, from all over Europe. We have people here from Brazil, there's hardly a country in Eastern Europe or South America that we haven't met here over the course of 2 years, and that's interesting in itself. And I think even if we only taught them a few words of English, we've achieved something. We've made a contribution.
The fulfillment I get is that people are supported and helped into growing to be themselves, the people they want to be.
But of course, what really matters in an enterprise like this is what difference does it make? Well, let's ask the students who've come from all over the world to Fáilte Isteach.
We have one newspaper. It was really a Latvian newspaper. It was some small advertising about this. After we have internet and find some information, more address, like what kind of course this is, and we go straight away.
Every lesson really I learn a little bit, and it shows. I mean, I feel more confident even in the English.
Sometimes we have a new friend in the class. We talking together.
We are really enjoying. Very much. Yeah. It's so nice to be here. I love this.
First of all, I would like to improve my English. The meeting and conversation here is very good. It's brilliant for me.
We enjoy seeing people, seeing the same Latvians who wants to learn English, and we enjoy our tutors. They are experienced, and they really does what we want, what we are looking for, and we are saying what we want, and they are just doing it. It's great.
I will recommend You know, my friend and other family, they come with me because it's worth spend 2 hours every week in here. You will get something, you know, you will spend the time. Yeah.
Why? Because it's comfy. It's good, good teachers, good classmates.
These people to find words to say thank you for all they've been doing for us, and I think all the people here still feel the same. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, everybody.
So, in a unique way, Fáilte Isteach has found a way to use the talent of a local community to ensure that everybody can participate and not be excluded just because they can't communicate. It's a very effective programme that has changed the lives of many families.